Okay, in this module we're going to discuss solving 3 by 3 systems by hand. In this case we are actually going to use the method of substitution. So remember, with substitution you look for a variable that's by itself. First thing I notice is I have z by itself right down here. So I'm going to take all the stuff that's with z and I want to plug it into the other equations. Now I notice that y is by itself as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is plug z into the equation with the y. And let's see if we can simplify that and get rid of some variables. So the y equation is my first equation. I'm going to come down and we're going to substitute in the z. So I have x plus 4 times the 2x, negative 2x plus 2 minus the 5. Substituted it right in there. The negative 2x plus 2. Okay? Now I need to simplify, so let's distribute that 4. I get x plus, this is a negative 8x, I guess I should have written that as a minus, plus 8 minus 5. Again, need to simplify. Combine like terms, I get negative 7x plus 3. So now I have y in terms of x. So I have z in terms of x from my original equation, and I have y in terms of x. So if I plug in for y and for z into the second equation, I could get all of them in x's. Alright, so let's do that. So in the second equation, it starts off with a 4x. So we're just going to write that part down. Plus 3. Now I notice there's a y there. So I'm looking to see, what does y equal? Well, y equals negative 7x plus 3. So I'm going to plug in negative 7x plus 3. Okay? First substitution. But we can substitute more than one thing. Let's keep going. Then I have a negative 2. Negative 2. Then I have z, but we already figured out z. They gave that to us. Z is negative 2x plus 2. Now we're going to finish off our equation. Our equation says equals 5 at the end, so we're going to equal 5. Alright? So now I have everything. If you'll notice, I have x, x, and x. There are no more y's, no more z's. So all we have to do is simplify and solve for x. So I need to distribute that 3. It's going to give me a negative 21 plus 9. And distribute this beautiful negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4x. Then I have a negative 4 equals to 5. Now we can combine some like terms. So I'm going to combine all of my x's. So 4 plus 4 is 8. Alright, and 8 from 21 would give me 13. So it's negative 13. 9 minus 4 is 5. Plus 5 equals to 5. Now that's interesting. If I subtract 5 from both sides, what do we get? Negative 13x equals to 0. Well, it doesn't matter what we divide 0 by, we're still going to get 0. So now I have x is equal to 0. That is the first part of my answer. I now need to go find y and z. So let's go back up to our original equations. Right here, we have an equation where we can just plug in x and find the y value. So let's find our y value. That's negative 7 times 0 plus 3. So y is equal to 3. Easy enough. And then check it out from this original equation up top. We're going to plug in for z. I have negative 2x plus 2. Right? And x, again, is 0, so we're going to plug in the 0. We simplify that, and we get z is 2. So our answer is 0 for x, 3 for y, and 2 for z. So for substitution, your goal is to substitute in until you eliminate 2 of the 3 variables, because I'm now in a 3 by 3, so I want everything in all one variable. The same thing we did with 2 by 2s. The only difference is you have 2 substitutions now instead of 3. And this concludes our module on substitution for 3 by 3s and solving systems of equations.